Kids Lumanas Learning Hub. Kids Lumanas Learning Hub.
Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Dear Ali, do you want to hear the stories of the prophets today?
Stories of prophets. Please tell me, sister.
All right, now Hazrat Nuh was a prophet sent by Allah to guide his people who had become corrupt and disobedient. They worshipped idols and refused to listen to Allah's message. Hazrat Nuh was born in a town called Mesopotamia, in what is now modern-day Iraq. He grew up in a society where people had forgotten the teachings of Allah and had started worshipping idols. As Hazrat Nuh grew older, he became increasingly concerned about the spiritual state of his people. He saw how they had abandoned the worship of Allah and were instead worshipping idols made of stone and wood. Hazrat Nuh knew that he had to do something to guide his people back to the right path. So he started preaching to them, calling them to abandon their idolatrous ways and return to the worship of Allah. For 950 years, Hazrat Nuh preached to his people, warning them of the consequences of their actions and calling them to repentance. But despite his efforts, his people refused to listen. They mocked him, calling him a madman and a liar. They refused to believe in the existence of Allah, and they continued to worship their idols. Hazrat Nuh was heartbroken by his people's refusal to listen. He prayed to Allah, asking him to guide his people and show them the right path. Allah heard Hazrat Nuh's prayer and decided to send a punishment to his people. But he also instructed Hazrat Nuh to build an ark to save himself, his family, and two of every kind of animal from the coming flood. Hazrat Nuh was instructed to build the ark according to Allah's specifications. It was to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Hazrat Nuh worked tirelessly to build the ark, using gopher wood and pitch to make it waterproof. He also built compartments in the ark to house the animals and his family. When the ark was complete, Hazrat Nuh was instructed to enter it with his family and the animals. He was also told to take with him all the necessary provisions, including food and water. As the floodwaters rose, Hazrat Nuh and his family entered the ark, along with the animals. The door of the ark was closed, and the floodwaters covered the earth. The flood lasted for 150 days, destroying everything on earth except those on the ark. When the floodwaters receded, the ark landed on Mount Judi, in what is now modern-day Turkey. Hazrat Nuh and his family emerged from the ark, giving thanks to Allah for saving them. They released the animals, which spread out across the earth, repopulating it. Hazrat Nuh's story teaches us about the importance of obedience to Allah, patience, and trust in His plan. It also reminds us of the consequences of disobedience and the importance of repentance and forgiveness.